What's up, everybody? It's your boy back with another reaction video, and I will be reacting to Lovecraft Country Season 1, Episode 9. I think this is the final episode in this season. I saw something saying finale, so I'm assuming that this is it. But where did we leave off last time? Tick got one of those monsters, big black muscle-bound one. To protect him, and Letty got a invulnerability spell on her, so now she's invulnerable to, I guess, physical harm. I'm curious how that works, like, because I know with forget her name, but the white chick who's a witch, she could, like, Tick couldn't pull the trigger on her, so I'm guessing I wonder, is it physical, like somebody try to attack her, will they just like they hand try to be around her throat, or they touch her but they can't squeeze or something like that, you know? Because we already saw it bullet like hit like something force field around her and bounce off, or ricochet I should say. So I'm assuming it's just any physical, like any harm. Like she ages and everything like that, but any physical harm she's invulnerable to, unless it is like a like she can't catch diseases. She still ages like a normal person, but she'll die of old age, but she can't catch diseases. Maybe that's like, especially like syphilis or something. Maybe she can catch. I don't know, but yeah. So Tick has a monster's pet. That'd be cool. That'd be interesting. Like, you don't. I guess if you had to trade off, you can't. If you didn't get, because he thought he was doing the invulnerable spell, you can't get the invulnerable spell, but you can get a giant, invincible monster that will literally come when you call it, or when you're in danger, and tear everybody up to pieces around you that's trying to harm you. Like, only thing about that is, in the episode, it almost like it was getting ready to attack Letty until he stopped it. So this thing doesn't seem to be distinguished between who's attacking Tick and who's not. So he just attacks everybody but Tick. So, but anyway, I don't want to talk too much. Let me get into this. My fucking webcam, well, not my webcam, but my computer, just acting stupid. Like, this is like cutting my camera off randomly. All right, here we
to stay inside.
You just let it go.
Stop pointing fingers. You all are to blame. Now, how do we fix this?
and you too. Shit, you looking for? You went and had sex with old girl.
We need somebody who knows what the fuck they doing. You think that white witch gonna help us? Yes, she will. Because I'm gonna give her Titus's pages. What? Those could be the very things she needs.
Oops.
Whenever she's planning for the autumnal equinox. It won't matter, Pop.
She already gave to her.
Calling go the rest of us. You better back up. You said no more magic. That's what the fuck you said, lady. You used that shit to save your own ass.
She had to protect herself.
I mean, everybody got to try to protect everybody else. But I mean, one thing he told everybody, he's gonna do a spell to make himself invulnerable, and if it worked, he's gonna do it for everybody else.
No, not without the Book of Names. The police captain sealed that with his body. He's the only one that can.
He's dead.
How?
There was a gas explosion outside my house.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it, a gas explosion with teeth and fangs. I mean, well, fangs and claws. That's what I meant to say. I mean, that's all y'all.
On one condition. You come willingly back to Arden the night of the autumnal equinox.
I mean, you don't really have much leverage, so like, yeah, I guess. But isn't that way they said they saw that's when he dies?
Why is
isn't it working?
I don't know. We've done the spell perfectly each time.
We can't kidnap another nigga. It's already gonna be impossible to cover this all up.
So that's what has he been doing? That's how he stays immortal or something? He keeps like replacing his body parts with black people. Well, I guess it's other people, but he just chooses black people because he don't like black people. So he's like a Frankenstein monster or something.
You might be George's son.
I said it. I said it. Because the way that conversation was going, when episode was it 2? And he's like, we don't talk about that. We made that decision a long time ago.
Mama.
Oh, she's back. Where the hell you been? She lost weight.
Huh?
You still don't know what she's trying to do. Plus,
Because if Atticus has to come willingly, it's probably a spell that's gonna kill him.
Plus, she been hiding shit. She hid shit from her. So, like, she still can't be trusted. Yeah, she's been helping, but to her own ends. Like, so.
I was on Earth 504, and I was there the equivalent of 200 years on this Earth. I could name myself anything. Infinite possibilities. It came with infinite wisdom, and I'm going to use all of it to save my daughter.
Now get in the fucking car.
Yes, ma'am. She is like, she was straight like, listen, she just broke it all down and said, listen, I'm going to use everything I know to help her. And if she could do it. She like, I got this. She could, hey, let her try. I mean, you doing all this magic bullshit.
For bending the world to their will. I want to use it to experience it. All of it. An eternity of firsts.
They always do this and stuff where immortality is always like, well, it's a give and take. Somebody had to die for somebody else to live. She killed her?
When I used to imagine being white, I always saw myself as a redhead.
I knew it. I knew it. I said she gonna keep playing with this shit, and she's gonna be liking it, and she gonna start turning to where all she cares about is what she wants. And now she turning on. Well, I guess she's like, I ain't turning on her sister. I'm not turning on my sister, so she don't give a fuck about anybody else now. Is he the guy who saved him? Maybe it's like a time paradox type thing. You don't know, she can run. Oh no. Oh wait, she's invincible, right? Oh, she got to get the book. She happened to get shot right in front of the house. How does she to go and get the book? Is he gonna go? He's gonna go? I thought the father's gonna go. Tick's gonna go out there. No, you're the one to do it. It's a time paradox. Great Scott! I want somebody to just say it. This is so shitty though. She gotta sit here burn alive. There's like knowing that. Like, oh yeah, you can't live, and the way you die is you burn alive. Oh man. Wow. Oh. I thought that was a chick there. Oh. Yes, I got your key. Oh, they got a kid that actually could look like a younger version of the guy who played his father.
Hey, come on, go for D!
Shit. She's turning into Electro. Why are you taking your time? I mean, I know you just held hands on me while she burned alive. I get that. But you need to, like, you know, let's go. Come on, double time. Oh, shit. Is that turn blue? I thought it was going to turn white. Blue. I guess they were like, everybody going to expect it to turn white or gray or something. Let's just mix it up a little bit. Let's turn it blue. That better not be. What the fuck? But this can't be the last episode then. Is that it? Hold on. Yeah, that's it. Man, my camera did not die. Yeah, that's not the last episode. It can't end like that. Like, if anything, like, it can't end like that. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up with The Boys. I know The Boys finale was with episode 8, which I've watched up to episode 6. I need to watch 6, 7, and 8. Even though I've only posted episode 1, and I had to cut a bunch of that out because the audio cut out like 20 minutes in the damn video, and then pick back up to the last, I think, 15 minutes. So I was like, I had to cut out all that. When they met Stormfront, all that was just cut out. I had to cut it out because I ain't rewatching that. But it was enough to keep in one video, so I was like, fuck it, just keep it. But man, that was crazy. Wait a minute, am I tripping? Did they say this was supposed to be the Tulsa bombings? Was that 1921? Hold on a second, because I could have sworn, and now I'm forgetting. Did somebody say Tulsa? And of course, when I want to look something up, my phone goes slow as hell. But and her hair turned blue. She turned Electro. And not Hippolyta, but Letty walking and shit. I'm like, what are you doing? Tulsa. Oops, I'm spelling Tulsa. Was it bombing? Oh yeah, it was 1912. Okay, because they said it. I know they said the place, and in my head I was like, wait, where did they say it was at? Because I knew they weren't in Chicago, but I was like, wait, and because I was like, I know there was no bombing in Chicago. Because first the riots were happening, and then I saw that plane go over and bomb. I was like, wait a minute, is that in Tulsa? Like, because I know, you know, the Tulsa bombers and everything, and I for some reason I completely forgot like what they said Tulsa. I'm sure they said it because I know they know they said the place. But yeah, that was what, May 31st, 1921 to June 1st, 1921. Tulsa massacre. That's interesting that on here they have it, like white people rioting and just shooting random black people and beating them up, and then I don't know, was that supposed to be the army that came and started dropping bombs, or it couldn't have been some private person dropping. Like that would happen nowadays. Somebody would train to get a flight, to get certified as a pilot, and have makeshift pipe bombs and fly them over and throw them out. Like that would happen nowadays. But I thought it was a real cool effect of how they had like the bombs were going next to her and it had no effect on it. That was cool. But that chick, they had to burn up in that house because you know they all died in there, and you had to tell her the truth And then she's like, well, I'm supposed to do nothing? And like, yeah, you gotta stay here. And all y'all gotta die in here, burnt up. And none of y'all get out. And that is so shitty. And then she had to stand there. She stood there, took that shit. And burned alive. I know Les gonna fuck Letty up. I mean, Letty's already fucked up with because she died. And was brought back to life. And she knows she died. Like, she felt herself die and come back. And oh man, that was fucked up. That made me like start tearing up. I was like, man, that's because like at the same time you don't know if that would, if everyone living in the house would, how much would it actually change of the you don't know how much it would actually change the timeline. But I was in that thing. I said, "Oh, it's his dad that comes with the baseball bat and saves it." Like, no, it's Tick. It's Tick. They see they flipped it on his head again because I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be him." I'm like, "Nah, it's Tick." And he says the word. He's like, "I got your kid." But man, this is a great episode. Oh man. I guess Tick's monster can't cross, universal barriers to protect him. That'd be some shit like if Tick ran over there and that monster just started ripping him apart and the monster's like behind him and he's like, I got you, kid. Like that story would definitely change. And he said, oh, that actually happened. But they changed it and said, oh, some guy came with a bat and beat the people up because no one will believe him. But I like how Hippolyta came in and she was like, listen, I've lived 200 and some years out here and I know all the knowledge of all these collective universes. So I know what I'm talking about. Get in the fucking car. Oh, that was good. And I didn't realize that curse would turn her into, I guess, a pickaninny, a monstrous pickaninny at that. And so I wonder if somebody else does that spell. Is that how they get those girls to do that spell? And then you become you be pickaninny, so then it transfers over, then you attack. If there's someone else that curse somebody else, then you going after that person. So it's kind of like, going like that. Or would she turn to a pig and then just die? So because no one could see them. That's I'm not sure about that. But man, oh, that was a great episode. That had me tearing. And then when his father was coming to terms with, he's like, oh yeah, I changed. I sacrificed a lot to be your daddy because he wanted to be, I guess, heterosexual so bad because it seemed like his father said, like, we don't need two men in the house. His father knew what was going on. His father said, usually in those situations, your parents see it and some of them might say something. Because I had a friend like that where his mom, he came out to his mom. Well, at least he told me that I wasn't there. I've been there with some of my friends where they come out to their parents, and it was not, pretty. But usually when their dad is in the picture, it's not pretty. When their mom, it's only happened with like 3 times, and it happened 3 times that it was bad. The 4th time that I'm talking about, he came out to his mom. And I wasn't there because I was at his house, and then we and a bunch of other friends, we ended up leaving. And he came out to his mom right. That was weird for you to, when he told us later. I said at that moment, I was like, it just seemed like a weird opportunity, but I don't know. I wasn't there in the conversation. But he said he came out. His mom was like, yeah, I already knew. He said that she suspected that, but he finally came out to her, and she didn't have a problem with it because like I said, she kind of already suspected that when he was a little kid, the way he acted. Now, I didn't meet him until what was he, 16, 15? I think it was 15. So, but he had to sacrifice a lot to be there, because he, he's pretty much, he's a homosexual, but he can't live that life being around in that time period and have a son and stuff like that. So he's like, well, I'm the daddy. So I didn't know what the situation was, because I was wondering, I said, how come George didn't take responsibility for his kid? Like, why did his father, I keep forgetting the damn character's name, but Tick's father got, how come he was the father? But then they said, well, he wanted to be the father, so they all agreed that he was going to be the father. I think deep down, I think George knew that Tick was his son, or he had. Like I said, I don't know if they both had sex with her around the same time. That you like, well, we don't know, who's the daddy. But I think unless he wasn't having sex with her and George was, then you would know for sure that George was like, yeah, I know that's my son, because you weren't even having sex with her. But especially like around that time, like, because she was already pregnant. Like, you had sex with her, and then months later she had sex with you, just so to try to throw off the scent, like, oh no, it's actually your kid. Kind of like what was that movie, Count of Monte Cristo, where Henry Cavill was, Count of Monte Cristo's son, and she was already pregnant when he got sent off to jail. So she hurried up and got with the guy who was responsible for sending him to jail, because they all grew up together, best friends. He was jealous because they were a couple, and she wanted that to say, oh, it was your son, but it really wasn't his son. It was the Count of Monte Cristo. So I can't remember the character's actual name. In that the guy who played Count of Monte Cristo, not the actual actor, but I'm talking about the character. I can't remember his fucking name. But yeah. So I guess he like, I needed that to be a man, and men have, like you said, men have children, or men have sons or whatever. So he was, I'm gonna be the daddy. But great episode. I knew it. I knew it was some type of paradox shit, some time paradox shit, because he had that bat. I was like, it's him. He's the one who's the guy, when he told that story about a guy with a bat coming up saving them during the riot. That and I saw that bat. I was like, it's him. But then they tricked me and made it Tick. I mean, it could have been either one of them, but I guess he was just like, well, Tick is younger. He can go do it. he got the energy. He can go do it. Great episode. So I don't want to talk too much, but yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed my reaction. And if you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. Make sure to subscribe if you're new here. Hit that bell. You will be notified when I upload new videos. Comment down below. Share this video. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.